Hey, check this out. Noble Gold, one of the sponsors of our show, has just been picked by Consumer Affairs, the rating agency, as the overall #1 gold IRA company in the US. Talk to the team today if you're thinking of precious metals. And if you're quick, they're giving away an incredible 1/10 ounce American Eagle Gold proof coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k rollover. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now at 877-646-5347 to find out more, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Hey, Inspire Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers, it's John Nolan here. It's wonderful to see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, and please hit the notifications button so you'll get notified about new videos, live streams, and everything else that's going on. Today, I want to talk about the great economic shift that we're experiencing and the absolutely amazing, unprecedented opportunities that it brings to all of us, all of you. First of all, let's quickly look at what our current system is like, our current economy, why we are in the situation we're in, and how we will greatly benefit from understanding it and moving to a different model. So, the first thing we need to realize is this is all a debt-based economy, which means our monetary system is based on debt 100%. So money only comes into existence through the instrument of debt. There's no other way to bring money into circulation than debt. Now, what happens is in the beginning of a monetary system, like in the beginning of the Federal Reserve System or any central bank system, everything looks pretty rosy for a long time because as interest rates are just slowly growing and you don't see this exponential problem that we're seeing right now, things run smoothly, the economy expands, money gets thrown into the market and things develop beautifully. But this system was mathematically designed to implode the way it's doing now. That's what it was meant to do. It was actually meant to transfer the wealth, real authentic wealth, from the masses to a few people, banks, and entities. And the reason why we've seen a trend over the last 10, 15, 20 years, a trend to extreme useless product. We have a lot of very useless, cheaply made, low quality, nobody needs them products that you can find at the dollar store or whatnot. Nobody likes making those products. Nobody likes selling those products. People are miserable doing it because we all know it only harms everyone. It harms the earth. It harms us. It's useless. But the reason why we have those surplus products that no one needs is because the amount of interest that needs to be paid back on an annual basis has exponentially grown. Exponential growth means all of a sudden it is skyrocketing because of compound interest over years and decades. So in order for the economy, in order for people, in order for governments to satisfy their interest payments, the economy needs to grow. But when the economy already has everything in it that it needs, it starts producing crap just to continue to grow in order to be able to pay the interest on debt. So this is imploding now. And of course, we're being sold the story about the economic shift to this new digital, all virtual, service-based future and whatnot, and social credit system, all that. We've talked about this. But the amazing opportunity is actually, if you look out today, what we see really everywhere, and we talk to our friends and family back in Europe, we talk to our friends all around this country, everybody is looking for people to work because nobody wants to work. I don't know where people are. I don't know where all these people have gone, but everybody's looking. And a lot of service-based businesses can't even operate because they don't have enough staff. Now, I believe the economic shift that they are projecting, these, World Economic Forum and whatnot, is actually not what's really going to happen. I actually believe we are seeing an economic shift by, for, and through the people. That's really important to understand. I think we're shifting into a purpose-based economy. Now, this economy currently is now based on all these artificial financial instruments that most nobody understands and that are artificially propping up, extracting, contracting the economy. The future, I believe, as always, is local. The greatest opportunities that we have right now is that there is a lack of services and real valuable products. You would say that's not true, but it is true. There's a lack of services and valuable, beneficial products for the people. This is where you come in. I believe it's the best time to finally make that leap and live your purpose and also economically benefit from it by bringing value to others. Now, how do we do that? Just a short time ago, we posted a video about how to live your purpose. We'll put the link up here or up here, and you can watch it just to kind of get caught up on that first part. But really, if you ask yourself, nobody wants to just sit at home and do nothing. It just isn't fun. It just isn't something that we are excited about. As human beings, we want to contribute. We want to somehow create a difference, be of value and benefit. So the number one thing I would encourage everyone to do, if you've ever thought about this, today is the day where I encourage you to begin stepping into your own purpose-based business. Purpose-based means figuring out what is your purpose and how do we do that. So purpose is more than one thing. It's a big word, but it's also a very small word because it entails all these smaller things. The number one thing I always encourage everyone to start with is simply introspection, meditation, walks in nature, where you clear your mind and things that are natural to you begin coming up, because this is where we get to the great part. It's a time that we're moving into where only authentic things will resonate between authentic human beings. Everything that's artificial won't resonate between authentic human beings. Everything that is kind of fake and detached from truth won't resonate with real human beings. So you then have to live your authentic true purpose, which it's really easier to figure that out in nature, out in an organic environment. And then I encourage you, when you come out of a meditation or home from a walk, just write out what comes through you. What am I good at? What comes easy to me? What are my skills? It's fun for me to do. I'm really good at. What also, the next question is, what are my interests, right? What do I really like to put my attention on? What do I like learning more about? What has always been fun for me? Then you can ask yourself, once you have these things in front of you, you can say, okay, this might be something that's a hobby, but this might bring value and benefit to others. I'm having a great time doing it. I really enjoy this. Now take the first step and say, okay, I'm going to actually begin doing this, even if it's not for any kind of value exchange, energetic exchange, or money exchange at the time. It's just about beginning to do it. Because here's the thing, what you're really good at, you need to become great at. That's just how it is. People gravitate towards something that's great rather than something that's good. What you are afraid of, you also need to tackle. So it's important that you do one thing a day that scares you, right? Maybe it's reaching out to people. Maybe it's putting yourself out there somehow, whether that's online or in the real world. Which brings us also to the next step, which is very important. Begin talking about it to people around you, real people in the real world. Just begin talking about this idea that you have, not telling them all about a business idea, simply about how you feel this is something people might need right now. It's a service or a product. And please, don't limit this to just spiritual things. People will continue to need services and products that are maybe based around their house or based around their vehicles. They're based around whatever. Maybe it's clothing, but people will continue to need certain products, and people will continue to be willing to exchange value for those products. The beautiful thing is that in your environment, your purpose might be really needed, and that's why you're there. This is the great synchronicity of it all. We're really seeing this in this area here, where the local economy is really building a beautiful bubble around itself that isn't necessarily reflecting what's happening in the economy at large. Here we see farmers markets that are absolutely booming. Some people are, of course, bringing their food. It's mostly all, if not all, organic, natural, non-GMO, and all of that. But people are bringing, of course, soaps and other care products that are all natural. People are bringing information and wisdom there. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. And thousands of people storm these farmers markets every single time it happens. And these local economies are the future. It's local organizations creating abundance locally. Local organizations creating abundance locally. And you are an organization. You are your own organism. I mean, we also see this in nurseries. So all these local natural things are really, really flourishing. And we are shifting into this purpose-based economy where we will see a huge increase in one-man, one-woman businesses, right? Whether that's going to later turn into a small business or have a staff around it, that's another thing. But that's what's coming out, and it's all going to be based around local, natural, organic products and services. And it's a beautiful time to start this. I wouldn't wait a single day. And also, let me encourage you, every single successful endeavor that Christine and I have ever started, we started with zero to very, very little budget, okay? We started on completely nothing, if you will, just bringing ideas, using all the free resources that we had, using help if we could get it, and getting excited about, because when you are excited about your purpose, when you're excited about what you do, what you share, what you speak, who you are, people feel that, they gravitate towards it, and they want to support that truly because they feel they can benefit from it. So, I mean, it's important for us to not get too caught up in the huge economic cycles. They're gonna hit, we talk about it. This is an orchestrated implosion of the economy. It's supposed to do this. But those who are ready, those who are in this field where they feel excited about living their purpose, it's not going to matter whether the economy at large is good or bad. They're going to find their circles, they're going to find their local groups, and in the local realm, economies can flourish even during times where the great economy is doing very, very badly. There's plenty of examples from the past where local economies have even created local currencies just to keep the value in the region, and they've done extremely well. So this is something we all need to look at in our regions, connect with our groups, and begin with the shift into the purpose-based economy. And you can spot these people because they don't appear just as business people. They're not your typical salesperson. They are so excited about what they do. They're so in love with what they do that it is not a business. It is truly a purpose that also has the aspect of being a business with it. So I encourage you, start today, go down these simple steps and let us know in the comments what you think your purpose is, what you would love to do, what you're really good at with the least amount of effort, what would bring value to others. Get started today. Thank you so much for tuning in, Inspire Tribe. We appreciate you. We love you, and we'll be back with you again very, very soon.